I pull the camera out of my pocket right now and I start laughing, and I'm pretty sure that Phoenix is like, dude, Dad, why are you laughing? I thought that I forgot the camera. He's like, courtesy laugh, Dad. Anyway, it's that time again. It is Monday. Welcome to the work week. And again, this guy's going back.
I don't wanna.
We'll see you Wednesday.
Okay.
I love you. I had a great time.
Me too.
And I'm very, very proud of you this weekend. No attitudes, being polite, manners. Dude, you were awesome this weekend. I'm really proud of you. But I'll miss you too. I love you.
I love you too.
Say goodbye to everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Well, guys, I am off to an appointment today again, taking care of that engine for that other shop, subcontracting, or I'm being subcontracted. But I need to tell you something, that the grossest thing that you could almost ever imagine happened to me this morning. It was so disgusting and so gross, and I took a picture of it. But I'm gonna wait until later to tell you guys, because I want Angie to be there, because I've already told her and filled her in on what happened. Oh my gosh, it was horrible. It was so disgusting. It was gross. And then it was horrible, disgusting, and gross some more. Oh gosh. Anyway, I'm gonna try and forget about that for right now and get out to this appointment. Spend some time transferring parts again on the engine. I'll probably show that, and then I have a PM appointment also at 5. Working a little late today for a small job, because sometimes it's better to do a small job when you're already busy for the whole day. It's better that than schedule your whole day around one small job. So, all right, that's what I'm doing. That's what's going on. And now we're going to get her done.
4 hours later.
Brand new remanufactured engine. I know that kind of contradicts itself, but remanufactured engine. Everything on it should be checked, good to go. Oh, but no! I go to put the oil pressure sending unit in, which is an aluminum component with aluminum threads. Very fragile, very soft. I go to put it into the iron block, and the threads in the iron block for the oil pressure sending unit are messed up, and it's been painted over and stuff, and the sending unit is not going to go in without creating some kind of damage. And so I'm like, you guys need to call the people at the engine. I don't know what to tell you. You guys formulate a plan of action, and then whatever you say, I'll do. And an oil pressure sending unit is a pipe thread. It's not a normal metric or standard thread pitch. So I don't think they make a Healy coil for it, which would be an insert. So if your threads are too gone, then you can drill the hole, tap the hole, put threads in it. For the insert, which is basically like threads, the insert goes in there, and then you're able to insert the component and thread it in. But I don't think they make one for this. So anyway, I could go on and on and on about or with it, but I won't, because you guys want to hear about the gross thing. I'm just gonna keep you hanging. The second appointment of the day is a smaller, easier, shorter job than I had anticipated. And the reason why is because the customer forgot, the car wasn't there, I didn't work on anything, her husband was there, I got my last minute cancellation fee, and I'm good, I'm out of there, and we're done. I feel bad charging for it, but you know, it's my time. I went out today, this morning, and I got the part. Now I'm going to have to go and return the part and then reschedule. And time is money, dang it. And you guys are still wondering what's so disgusting. Some of you guys are going to have to look away, and I'm serious when I say that. Ugh. It's gross. So gross. Keep in mind, though, and I'm going to say this later, I just want to make sure that I say it now, that keep in mind that my day started off horribly, but I'm still in a good mood, because it's up here that makes your day. if you're going to have a good day and you keep a good attitude about things, even though stuff happens. So Angie just told me that she forgot to pick carrots for dinner. It's probably the biggest carrot I've ever seen in my life. You want a carrot?
Oh wow, that's scary.
Okay, like normal sized dinner plate. That
wow.
is huge.
The crazy part is that they're super sweet.
Rolling pin. It's bigger in circumference than the rolling
and that's
pin.
a regular size rolling pin. Wow. That's amazing.
All right, dinner time. This almost looks like a tree, but it's still sweet. I don't think it's as sweet as the other ones, but for a carrot, it's still juicy. It's juicy and it's sweet. Nom nom nom.
Still tastes better than those baby carrots that you buy at the store.
Yeah.
Tastes like a fresh carrot.
The baby cut carrots in the store.
Yeah.
You just wonder how much bad stuff was cut off of them before they arrived at. Oh, the center's still good. All right, so we're no stranger to nighttime and light going away. And I just got through. That's not me, is it?
No, that's not you. This is somebody else, and
No.
that's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, good.
You don't know who it is, do you?
No.
You do know who it is, but
Oh.
anyway, continue.
Oh, okay.
Do whatever you're doing.
Well, I'm all distracted now.
I'm just gonna keep this paused till you're
And
done.
the reason why I said that is because I had just snoozed and I was snoring and she took some video of me and I didn't know what she did with it, so I thought she was giving me a female face. That's why I thought that was me. I didn't really think that was me.
I gave you a Disney face.
Give me a Disney face.
Yeah. You see it?
Wow.
What are you doing?
Okay. Well, that was fun. Okay, so I'm still going to leave you guys in suspense as to what happened this morning. But because of what happened this morning, we had to end up taking Phoenix's car rug, which you'll see a picture of it here in a minute. But we had to take it out of there, and we kind of knew this was happening, but we had to take it out of there. And underneath it, it was stuck to the hardwood. It was kind of like that foam rubber type stuff.
It's when those foam rubber mats age. Sometimes you'll have them in your bathroom. It's the same rubber backing as what's on a bathroom mat,
Yeah.
or a kitchen mat, and sometimes they age and the backing decides that it's now going to become glue and sticks to your flooring.
Yeah.
So it's stuck to Phoenix's bamboo flooring and it wouldn't come off. So you ripped the carpet off and all of the backing, all that foam backing stayed.
Yeah. It stayed there, and then I couldn't deal with it, so I went to work. I'm like, oh, I'll just deal with this later. So Angie took it upon herself to start doing it, and
I took a, it was a drywall
putty knife
thing, and I carefully scraped all of the first layer off, but none of the adhesive. It wasn't adhesive. It was acting like adhesive. There was a film all over the floor that wouldn't come off, so I took all the foam off, and I have some citrus orange natural cleaner that I thought maybe would work to take off the rest of the residue without stripping the floor of its shiny surface. So I got a little cloth and I took a tiny bit of the stuff out and I put the bottle down and I went to a spot that wouldn't be noticeable, and I was carefully trying to test it to see if it would be safe for the floor, and I was like, oh, maybe this is working, and I swung my body around and knocked over the jug of cleaner, and it literally went glug, glug, glug all over the floor, and I was like, oh! I'm quickly trying to clean it all up, freaking out, thinking I've ruined the entire floor, and then realized, hey, this is working. So much for the test, but it worked, and I got all of the residue off, and it totally cleaned up really nicely. And I think actually the oil benefited the floor. I think it looks good.
Unless we walk in tomorrow and it sank in overnight and then it strips everything.
It smells
but it
really nice in there.
Smells
though.
nice.
It smells like
it looks
fresh
really
orange
nice.
peels.
And it looks very clean.
Rolling back a few hours.
Yeah. So this morning. Oh, no. Let's go back further than this.
Yes.
Okay.
2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Further than that.
Oh, okay, further than that.
Further than that, okay. Because, I mean, you guys are going to probably put 2 and 2 together, but you won't know until I tell you because you just won't guess. Buffy was sick last week.
Yes.
She was extremely lethargic, and one night she had shivers, and we were pretty sure that she had a fever. Her ears were hot, which dogs would do when they get a fever. And then she went into the yard out front and she continued to barf. And then she also tried to poop a lot and she wasn't able to. She just sat there and she had like these like little tiny, not even like turds, they were like long strings. You just stole my blanket.
Oh, sorry. That's because my leg was your blanket, but I moved my leg.
Now my legs are cold.
Oh my God, poor muffin.
Okay, Karen. Okay. Oh, if your name's Karen, then I apologize.
Oh.
So anyway, Buffy got better, and so she's been up and gallivanting and eating and everything like that. So we figured everything was okay. Buffy is also a very emotionally attached dog.
Oh yes.
If you are not
emotionally attached,
if you leave her, she has like separation anxiety, and she whines. If she doesn't get attention, she whines. She always wants you to like be around her and pet her and everything like that. So that's another thing setting up this story. The other thing is, and this is one of the reasons why we had her at the vet, is because she will clean her parts over and over and over.
her parts.
So repetitiously that she actually kind of makes them raw, I guess. It's really
Yeah,
so.
that's the reason we took her to the vet
Initially,
a few months ago and put her on a different food, and I don't know that it's actually helped.
I think it did initially. I'm not sure it is now.
But anyway.
But we put her on a different food because she had crystals in her urine, and we thought that, and the vet thought that this would hopefully take care of it. Okay, so last night,
sometimes in the middle of the night.
yeah, sometime in the middle of the night, Buffy woke me up. I know she woke you up with the.
I was already awake, hearing it going. Oh God, stop!
It's like, oh my gosh, she's cleaning herself in the middle of the night. It's like, Buffy,
and it's
stop.
super loud.
Yeah.
Especially if you're trying to sleep. But
yeah. Oh, no fan on last night. No AC unit or anything. Oh, it sounds gross.
Yeah. It really does.
She's a very clean dog. So she stopped. And then a little while later, she's doing it again. And I'm like,
well, then
Buffy,
she was
stop.
she was chewing on her nails.
Oh, I didn't hear that
She was
part.
licking and chewing on her nails.
She will give herself mani-pedis, and she'll sit there and bite her nails. Even after we've trimmed them or whatever, she'll still sit there and
Yeah,
I don't know, it's like a nervous tick or something.
Yeah, she doesn't have yeast between her paws or anything, so there's no reason for her to... Because sometimes when dogs have a yeast imbalance, they'll lick them, but I don't know. Anyway, she's always licking, and last night she was very loud, and she was licking everything.
So I kick her out of the bedroom. Now, keep in mind, Phoenix is over, so our door is closed. So now Coda is on the bed, you're on the bed, I'm on the bed. We're all trying to sleep. Buffy's in the other room. And we're like, oh my gosh. I figured she was having separation anxiety. And it's like, okay. So I turned the AC unit on in the bedroom to
Pause
produce...
for a second, though. Okay, no, wait. Keep going. Keep going.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no. Sorry. Keep going.
No, yeah?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. So I turned the AC unit on to drown her out. Now, we also have cameras in the house that if there's activity, it alerts us on our phones that we're having activity. So not only was she whining out there, my phone kept going off and alerting me that there was movement in the house. And I'm like, oh, I just want to go to sleep. And I also had to drop Phoenix off early in the morning. So
You're also running on very little sleep because we had to sleep over the night before, and
it was a late night and an early morning. I joked with her and said that I can't wait for my work week to start so I can sleep in. Okay, so... Oh, God. Okay, so my alarm goes off. I get a couple hours, and my alarm goes off, and I get up, and... I don't know, I go in, I use the bathroom, and start to upload the vlog, and then go in to wake Phoenix up. As I walk into Phoenix's room, now keep in mind that I only had my sweatpants on. That's it, no socks. And I go into Phoenix's room, and I go over to his bed, next to his bed, and I say, "Hey, Phoenix, buddy, it's time to get up." And then I felt something cold and squishy underneath, not 1 foot, but 2 feet. Both of my feet. So then, and it's dark in the room, I can't see. So things start going through my head. It's like, did Phoenix have any of that slime stuff that he was playing with, maybe with his friend, that he forgot to put away? And then I move my foot, I pick it up and I move it and I put it down, and then the mat is wet. And I'm like, what is this? And then I thought, because, and I forgot to mention this part, Buffy had gone into Phoenix's room and barfed on some plastic mats while she was sick, and it had dried.
Yeah,
because we don't use the room. We keep the door open so that, you know, it doesn't become stagnant or whatever, barf or no barf.
I cleaned that up after it was...
Right. Yeah, so she saw it, she cleaned it up. Yeah, and that was taken care of. So she's using the room... Oh, I just ruined it. Okay, I stepped on Buffy poop.
She's never pooped in the house.
No, well, when I first got her, she did.
Yeah,
but ever since she's been
I've
trained...
never, ever... Since we've been together, there hasn't even been once.
There was at your house.
But here, she has
not
pooped
here.
in the
No,
house.
not
yeah,
here.
She pooped on my floor once.
Yeah,
but
twice.
I think she was confused as to where to go.
She didn't know where to go. So, anyway. So here I am now. Phoenix is freaked out because I'm like, "Hey, buddy, it's time to get..." Oh God, what was that? And he's like waking up and doing this.
And he's like, "What's that smell?"
and then both of my feet, I don't want to track it, whatever it is, because I still don't know at this point. I don't want to track it all over the house. So I get down on my knees and I look, I'm like, "Oh God, it's poop." Oh. So now I'm going with my bare feet with poop on them in between my toes and on my heels. I'm walking on my knees to get into the bathroom, and then I turn on the water for the shower, grab some toilet paper, scrape the poop off my feet with a toilet paper, put it in the toilet, flush it, wash my feet, so I'm feeling better. And I did tell Phoenix, I said, "Get up and get out this way and don't step in it." And then I go back in and I turn the light on, and this is what I see. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4. I think there was 6 different piles of poop. Like, she exploded in there. It was disgusting. It's like she was backed up this whole time, and finally whatever constipation she had is like, "Hey, I'm ready now."
I'm activated.
And she pooped all over, but she kept it all on the mat, on his play mat, and we were going to get rid of it anyway, so that just facilitated getting rid of it. Oh God, it was so disgusting.
Well, it may have been gross and stunk this morning, but
it did. I opened up his window.
It smells great now.
Yeah. Yeah. That was gross. So
I kind of wish I had actually seen that this morning.
I wish
busted a gut.
I wish I would have vlogged it from the get-go, but how was I supposed to know that? So, no matter how your day starts out,
2 feet covered in shit.
Yeah, even if it starts out to be a real shitty day, like I said earlier, you can always turn it around. Because that's how my day started out. My son leaves, and I get poop all over my feet. Which could have been so much worse. I could have walked back, and it's like landmines.
I'm surprised that you didn't freak out that you had stepped in something and then moved and stepped in the next one. That would have been even funnier.
That did kind of happen the first time because I stepped in the in pee. Apparently she peed there too because I'm sure her bladder was fine, but she's like, "Oh, I'm pooping. I might as well pee."
And we let them out always right before we go to bed for their
That's
final,
why, that's why I didn't think that it would be that because they went out at their regular time. So, yeah, so this has been a 14-minute...
poop talk.
Poop talk, yeah. Most disgusting thing in the world.
On that note.
Hands in the comments. How many of you guys have stepped in poop of any kind with bare feet? How many of you guys were eating when you watched this? I should make a disclaimer. I should have made a disclaimer. No, the title should say it all. Anyway, okay. So that was that. I'm
What's worse than stepping in poop?
your friend stepping on a
dead
decomposing
rabbit.
rabbit.
A friend of mine,
That's gross too.
in her haunted house, she was showing us the progress that she had made. It was the middle of the summer, and it was probably like it is now. It was getting dark, but it was dark in the haunt, and she had this is a few years back when there was like those Blackberries and stuff were popular. We didn't have these fancy phones
With flashlights.
so she had her phone screen on and she was showing us, and all of a sudden she started freaking out because she had something wet and slimy and moving between her toes, and turns out that a rabbit had been killed and was decomposing on the floor of the haunt. It smelled really authentically creepy in there. It's gross.
Hi, Mr. Coda. Guess what?
Chicken butt.
What? She just told you. Huh? I'm so confused. Oh, is there room for me? I need attention. Just call me Sir Poops a Lot. Or Ma'am Poops a Lot. Okay. So that's it. We're going to end this because it's already 20 minutes. And I will go online and type comments for COC tonight. So, good night, puppies. The mantises are still. Large one over there, small one over there. I think the small one is probably towards the end of his life. He was sitting there like doing this today.
Well, maybe he was putting off some pheromones.
Some pheromones?
For his lovely lady friend. He's all like, "Hey, check out what I can give you." And she was all...
Case in point. Alright. That's it, guys. Happy haunting. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed our gross story that actually happened. Good night.